Hey everyone, welcome to this first just really brief contract compliance video. For this first video we're just going to take a quick look at the VRES control sheet. The control sheet needs to appear on both your pending and your closing documents. The reason for that is that sometimes the information, like say the closing date, might change, and having the sheet up there on the front just really makes processing the contracts a lot faster. And of course, the faster that we can process the contracts, the faster that you can get your money, and that's always good. So anyway, starting out up at the very top here, the first thing we're going to see, this is the property address, and you can imagine why having the property address might be helpful for us. That's fairly self-explanatory. Next to that is the MLS number. If the property is listed on the MLS, it's really important that you put that on there. Again, just for our processing purposes, it really helps if we have that information readily available to us. Below that, we come to the buyer and seller information section. This is something that a lot of people don't fill out completely, and again, this is one of those things that is very, very helpful for us to go ahead and have already filled out. If we have the buyer and the seller information, then it helps our accounting and our post-closing processes just move much, much more smoothly. So we really would like you all to start doing a slightly better job of filling those out more completely. Below that, we get to the section that probably gets the most people confused. This is the percentages section. So right here, we have the sales price, and then right next to that, we have the commission. Now you have either the listing commission space or the selling commission. If you're on the listing side, you fill out that space. If you're on the selling side, you fill out the selling space with, say, 3%. Then down below that, we have space for your name, and then an agent who might be working with you goes directly below it. And then over here, it says 50% and 50%. So Rick and I, we're splitting this commission down the middle, so we each get 50% of 3%. Now, if you're lucky enough to be representing both the selling side and the listing side, then instead of writing 5%, say, as your total commission, you would maybe be making 2% off the listing side and 3% off the selling side. And it's really important to make those distinctions because otherwise we don't know how to allocate it in our database. Below that, we have the agent split with the company. This is the split that you worked out originally with the company. So in this case, the agent gets 80% and the company gets 20%. Below that, if you're working with an outside agent, that's an agent that's not working with Village. A lot of people write in this section agents here that are at Village. This is just for people that are working at, say, Crylike or someplace like that. So that's that section. Below that, we have the closing date and the binding agreement date sections. That's here and here. And these two are probably the most important spaces in the entire form. We literally cannot process through the rest of this document in Lone Wolf without having those dates. So it's fairly vitally important that we have those. Below that, it's fairly self-explanatory. We have space for the lender, for the home warranty company, title company, things of that nature. The closing department is something that I get a lot of questions about. This space is only if you are working with someone here in our closing department that's filling out your paperwork for you, and since you're watching this video, chances are you would circle no in that regard. Finally, down here, we have the outside referral information section. With this, if you have been referred by another agent, if your client came to you through another agent, then it's really important that you fill all this out, especially this section here, the tax ID number. That's vitally important as well. The only other thing left on the page is down here at the very bottom. The Village Fund is a really great way for you all to give back to your community, and I really, really do highly recommend that, that you all do that. That is actually everything on this video. I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, just come up to me at the front desk and we'll get you sorted out. All right, until the next really exciting contract compliance video, have a great week.